Welcome back, everyone, to an episode of Timberborn with me, Dr. Munchkin. If you have been following along, last time we had a bit of a food crisis, hence why we're building, or rather, we built two more farmhouses. We have one over here that's currently being manned. The other thing that I realized is that we tried to plant some mangroves last time. I didn't read the description in the video, but mangroves need to be they're aquatic. They must be partially submerged, so that's why I've kind of replanted them over here offline. We also did build a massive dam. We were starting on this, we do need metals for that in order to kind of build a tunnel over here for a bypass valve. That is a future project just so it can come off the map, and so if we get a bad type, it does not pollute our kind of reservoir. But we did at the end of the last video as well pretty much get enough science. I kind of ran it just a wee bit longer, and now we have the number cruncher, which will require metal blocks, as well as we have a smelter in order to produce those, and we're getting more fermenters online. We do have more beavers coming up. We're up to 33 in total. Hopefully we get some more today. But the goal today, obviously, continue expanding, fortifying our resources for food. Seems to be growing a little bit, and with these things coming along and us planting over there, we should be able to bring those numbers up. But we also want to maybe start trying to get enough research to start building a bad water pump and starting production over here. That will include, we could get power, get a large water wheel, get this online over here, and start getting power over here as well for like a centrifuge or any bad water processing or even explosive factories, because that will all require kind of power to produce. But that is the goal today. So as we're getting into this, as always, if you guys like this content, please make sure you guys like and subscribe. I would appreciate it. With that, let's go ahead and see how today's episode goes. We do also have the swimming pool up. I forgot about that. So our beaver's up to a 10 well-being. We do have an injury, only one so far. And they should be, yep, they are there. So that's good. Buildings lack workers. That is fine. We do want these guys just going to be normal priority so that when we have a drought or something going on, we can prioritize other buildings for work. The other thing is this was able to finally get all the way over here, which is perfect. Remove that. And what we could do... Ooh, I want to... Can I pick you up? Please pick up the rubble. The other thing is over here, we actually need to... Are both these built? I can't see. They are both built. Okay. And revert. Didn't realize that it was, we had only go to 2. Jeez, that's pretty low. Alright. Alrighty then. But anywho, yes, we should... Can I view all my layers? That's... There's water. Huh. I thought it would show... never mind. Anywho, alright. We have another night going. Food is still coming up, which is good. We are getting more cassavas. The coffee beans, I do need a brewery. And we have another bad tide approaching in 3 days. That's very bad. Now, we do have 1,000 water. And if I start to prioritize this, we might be able to. The gear workshop is going. I have a single gear, which is more than enough, right? Everything was kind of going into the smelter. We'll lower the priority on that for now so they can get into the water, hopefully. We only need 20. We are producing 1 every 3 hours. I don't know how well that will do. We can start staging stuff over here while we are waiting, though. So if I go ahead and build not a dam, but a levee here, and then I can get power, not large power wheel, large water wheel like this. And then we can get power, solid shaft like that. And so that will get that working. And then for water production as well, not a fluid dump, I need this. I do have enough, which is excellent. And they don't, it's not that deep, but this is a continuous thing. We are just going to lower the priority on all of this though, and then for more landscaping, explosive factory is definitely something I want where I can take that bad water and get that up to snuff. And we might move into that next, just because we'll have the horsepower here, and we could start producing that. And then I do want to get sluices, and once we have dynamite, we can save up for the tunnel. That will require extract, though, which... where was extract? Irrigation, explosives, double, triple... Was it science? Bots factory... That's the number cruncher. Where the heck is the centrifuge? Is it under here? Nope. Wood? No. Can't be under food, right? That'd be weird. Not under housing. Although we might want to get those as well. Could have sworn it was... Well, it is somewhere. I just don't know where it is. It's not well-being. Could have sworn it was science. Because, you know, that's a thing. We'll figure it out later. We don't need it right now. There's nothing we can do about it for now anyways. And engines will be nice for us as well. Okay. Alright, so that is going to be up and running. Actually, give me some more storage. And give me one of these. And we will low prioritize you as well. And we will store this as bad water. Yeah, I can't remember how to get extract. Well, there it is. It's underwater. It's almost like what you do with water. Oy vey. Alright. Well, they are working hard, and then we can actually increase this just a little bit. Bad tide is now going to approach. It is a two-day one, which is very bad. I can continue to pump for now, but we will need to pause these jobs once. See, this is my issue, is this over here. And this is going to start killing things and everything else. So you can see here that's bad. What we want to do though is if we get that diverter valve set up with the tunnel, which will be fantastic, that'll help us in the long run. Alright, so we definitely want this prioritized now. So we can start smelting our metals, which we do have 101. That is filling up, which is good. Food is still okay. It is going to get a little bit bad as we kill everything here. They were almost ready just to have wood, so that's not good. We barely have enough. We can make another little patch down there as well. I know it's not really important right now because, well, they're going to die. Oh, the other thing we want to do is not touch these. Because that was actually dumb of me. Hopefully they don't come into the water anymore. Because if they do, that is bad. We do not want beavers getting contaminated. What is a decontamination? That is in well-being, I believe. Yeah, decontamination pod requires extract, so I would have to get bad water extraction up, the whole 9 yards. But we are getting more and more science. We finally have a smelter online as well. So now, how many planks do I have? 200, that is tons, gears. Let's go ahead and up this a little bit so they start building that tomorrow. We had plenty of water, it seems, for this adventure. The bad tide is now officially ended. They are not being that bad, but you can see all this died due to contamination, which is bad. We are getting more beavers. We're up to 36, which is good. Are all these guys running? They are. We don't need that. And this all can be built as well. It is all normal priority, which is okay. Alright, planks are all in there. That's low priority. So this is going to take a hot sec to wash everything out. But as things start to come online, these things kind of get healed and we move on. But we do need water. And in fact, what I could do is actually put a water pump or a fluid dump here if I really wanted to. Or we could, when we get sluices and dynamite this out, dynamite that out, and just make a sluice so this becomes a clean water pool that we don't touch. That actually might be the better way to do that. We'll figure that out in a bit when we get there. We do need the research for that though. We can get landscaping. Looks like I can get you online. We'll just do something like that. Yes. And then get our pathing set up like this. Something like that. We might be able to squeeze, go to, maybe you don't go here. That could be bad. Let's just demolish the building. Yes. And let's just demolish this. Yes. Let's go to water. Bed water pump like that. Check. All right, let's do it that way. Now go to landscaping and build you here. And the reason we want that there is just so we can do this and that. All right, that is all connected, and then I do need power. Something like that. We could, we might reposition that or move something over when we get there, but we will need storage as well. We can go ahead and build a large warehouse. No, we'll go ahead and destroy that. Large warehouse here. Like that, and you are going to store dynamite whenever we get the chance. Where is dynamite? There it is, dynamite. And then we will go ahead and do a little bit of this. And do I have for storage? It is 600. I'm not there yet, but we could almost build that. I still want them to prioritize over here first and build all of this. It is a lot of work that we're going through. And in fact, I kind of want that prioritized. Reason being is that if we can get this up and running, then we have a lot more log storage available, 900, which is good because I don't want these guys to see how they're chopping things down. I don't want them to sit on their butts and do absolutely nothing as we're waiting for logs. So that'll be good. We can't get required materials. What are we still making? Making that. Gears, very, very low on production of gears. That should be really the only thing that's eating gears. And we are should still be pumping once all of this clears out. Seems that we did get everything replanted. Things are getting better. These guys, long time to grow up again. It's not the end of the world. And this just requires someone to whack it with a hammer. And ta-da. That is good. We could expand more and get even a taller piece as well. But this number cruncher will be amazing. Let's go ahead and start getting this online. So we get a bad water pump. And then all that online as well. So they are starting to bring that over. Just because this is not great. What do I need to build this? Metal block. Oh, you're just going to be normal priority. I do not want to waste. That only takes a gear. I do not want to waste the metal block. I need the science up and running ASAP. Now this guy, how many jobs do I have? Alright, so there's one incapacitated. Uh-oh, contaminated beaver. That is a no, 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 no. Why are you contaminated? That's going to require me to do more things. Alright, mark for destruction. That. I prioritize that. Water. Centrifuge. I have enough. It's going to need to be there. Get a little platform down there. And now I can get the water up. And we kind of need to high prioritize you. What do you need? You need metal blocks. Son of a biscuit. And then we will need well-being. And how much is this? 400, and it requires metal blocks as well. Oh my gosh. We do have lots of metal blocks, and once we get the full mine up here and the tube network set up, we should be good. Built that. Could actually build a little storage there if I wanted to, but that's not the end of the world. Why aren't you... Alright, I thought I saw that things were bad. Okay. Hauling post is fine. Yeah, there's just no workers in the district right now. Question is, how do I power you? Even if I did get you built. Oy vey. And I really wanted that. I want this thing for 600. I didn't really want that right now. I wanted to store bad water. Yeah. I can actually pre-plan this a little bit. Yeah, so I just can come over one and then down. Something like that, and that will fit in there. Well, that beaver's just not... He's not going to do so hot. Let's just say that. We want to still prioritize this number cruncher. Get that up and running. How's the power network doing? We have more than enough power for that, which is excellent. Very happy about that. This is all growing. How are these guys doing? They're almost up to fruition. And then how is this doing? Well, that's working on it. Don't need that right now. Cassavas, soybeans, corn. Okay. We also need the food factory online, but we also need more production of foods. And this all died due to contamination as well. That's bad. This is an interesting episode, to say the least. Hey, lacks materials. Yes, I know it lacks materials. We need smelters. We need to just like go through that. The nice thing is we can kind of keep expanding out. We have the power network here. We are producing nearly double what we need. We can build a little bit more. This is a little bit more sustainable up here. We could run a power network over to here and get some large wheels to get more industrialness. But it is going to be a problem in the long run. Cassavas are coming up, right? Sorry, kohlrabi is not cassava. And berries are fine. Gears, planks were pretty much maxed on plank storage. That is crazy to me. Yeah, planks are basic. Oh, I have 2 planks and they're maxed. Oh my gosh. I really need dynamite, so I can dynamite that out and just build up. And we should probably get another gear workshop. Because I have 2 planks. Yeah, that would help. Question is, do I just want to fit it here? I think I do. And then we could build a little platform there for getting things up and a running. getting, we're up to 39 beavers now. One still contaminated. You kind of, oh, you can't do anything because we've kind of maxed out the berries. It's not the end of the world, still not great. How do we want to do this? Can I build a platform on top of berries? No. I could get a platform here, though, and actually get up to another level. And then we could get, like, super storage up here. You know, let's do that. We have the resources, and it could be... really another bad tide already? Well, water's fine, but we really need to do other things. Okay, so we want a little bit of pathing. Do a little of this. Do a little of that. Get a bit of stairs going on like this. And then I do want more of these like that. Pop one there, get some singles here. And now we can do a big storage, large warehouse, like that. We need to get our pathing set up. And then this can just be not coffee beans, berries. How are we doing? You don't have power. That makes perfect sense. Because reasons. Let's try to get the go to power. Can I do that? And high prioritize those. Will that be built? I think they can get through there, but I'm unsure. Okay, they can. Because they are building. Perfect. Food is good. Hopefully this one is not that long. Another reason is I want to get more water storage. Once we get that large tank unlocked, we can start building all that. This just needs... Oh, we do have enough. So we're going to do you. We're going to make you bad water up here. You know, we can just high prioritize that as well. It shouldn't be an issue. Really, another bad water? I really need that dynamite. If that dynamite comes online, then we will be over the moon solid. Alright, what are my priorities looking like? It's just you. You have power now, so you're producing gears as well. Should be eating up these planks a little bit, which will be good for me, and then I can get this number cruncher. We could also divert this power over to this side if we dynamite all this out, or even get up here. Ooh, getting up here could be a fantastic idea. I kind of like that idea. We could build an industrial complex up here. We would just need power. We could remove that to get more power. I don't know, or we just build another wheel here. If I go to power, large water wheel. Doesn't fit there. It would fit here. And here. I could build two of them. That could be good. But the bad water is going to be here in not 0.1 days. 2 beaver injuries. That's bad. Let's go ahead and build. How long is it? 2 days. Okay, so it wasn't that bad before. I do need a medical bed. Just stick you here and here. High prioritize these guys so that we can get those beavers treated. It's probably the guys that are going all the way up here for metals, if I'm being honest. Alright, that means all this is going to die again. Oh, did you never replant all that? What are you doing? I guess you're just working. Well, all this is going to die again. Of course it is. Wood is still coming up. Alright, that is fine. And then these guys are working hard. It is 60 to get over here. It's 35. We might be able to just do a little bit of extra pathing here. Well, maybe not like that. Unless I destroy this. Hold on. Didn't realize that was a thing. So let's go ahead and get this. Something like you. And then we can do this and add a path like that. Something like that. And then that would not be very long. It'll save a little bit of time there. Still need those metal blocks. How are we doing over here? This is actually almost done. That is fantastic. This will just generate us tons of science. I think as long as it's powered, it runs. So that means it would run through the night, which would be amazing. It is another night cycle, though. And this beaver, I'm pretty sure, is not going to do so hot. And these guys are going to die in a few days. Yeah, I really want to solve this issue, though, which just requires me to get this online, which it just needs a few more, and then that should jumpstart this entire area, and we can prioritize everything over here. We're finally getting some unemployed beavers, which means that's good. That's good. This is online. It is just producing power. How's the network doing? We are producing enough, which is excellent. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and expand this out to 2 to grab you. That'll be good. Let's also come over here to the builder's hut. Grab another one there, and then you will be, once that's done, we'll start extracting. Something like that. Alright. Ideally, I want you guys to finish that first, but we shall see. Yeah, this, producing 10 an hour, you know what that actually means? That is all these jobs. So what we're going to do is that. And then we can just go ahead and mark all these resources for pickup, which is mainly just logs, which we have plenty of room for. But now we have 4 beavers. Let's go ahead and add 2 there, and maybe 1 there. There we go. So we get more beavers, more haulers, and more things coming online. You know what we're actually going to do? Slightly deprioritize these things just so they get that working. So I start at least pumping bad water, and then we will work on getting everything up and running. Okay, water is still doing okay. I might want to expand out more, like I said. We could clear this out over here and build it. I'm actually thinking that might be a good idea. So storage, water, something like that. You are just going to be normal water, and your priority is, let's just make it very low. I don't care about this right now. It could be useful in the future, especially if we start to get longer and longer bad tides. This should clear out. Hopefully we're not getting any more contaminated beavers. We do have you online. You are already full. Of course you are. So the next big project would be you. Actually, no. We still need, we actually want this. We need this online first. Okay. Beaver happiness is an 8. We have contamination is probably Y. definitely need to get more variety of items and food. That will require me. I do have 1.3k already. Let's go into well-being though, and let's get this decontamination pod set up. It does require power, which is very, very annoying. But we should be able to just do that. So we get 2 of them up here. Since they're adjacent, they will be powered. And then, we don't need the tube way. I'd love the tube way. We have enough to go ahead and unlock it, but I need a lot more science for the rest of that. That is not the priority right now. I think what I want, oil press would be great, hydroponic garden. We do have the capability of doing that. I think I want the coffee brewery. Like that, yes. We'll just leave that on normal priority for now. That'll start to finally use the coffee that we have. We do have 200. Do we have fermented casavas up there? Yes, we do. So this could actually be more coffee. Coffee. There we go. So now this guy should start working and loading this up. All right, clean water is back. Very happy about that. We can go ahead and pause. Maybe, actually, no, you eat bad water, right? Well, if it was actually being built. Wait, let's look for a little bit of maybe well-being. What else can we get? Exercise plaza. I could get that. That requires power. You do not. You are huge. Forgot about that. Let's just plop you there. I have the science, so I'm okay for that. Power, power. And then let's actually move to make more power in the network. So we will need landscaping. Give me a levee. Something like that, I think. And then we need power, large power wheel. Why doesn't that work? Oh, because it needs to be too high. All right, we can do too high. It's not the end of the world. Something like that. And then what we will need is to get over there somehow. So if I go back to power, so those are connected, and then we can just do, well, first off, let's mark all these for destruction, like so. And then we can also do a little bit of temp platforming, I think. Nope, can't do the temp platforming out to there. That is unfortunate. Maybe from there. Okay, that should work so they can build up. And then let's go ahead and prioritize all this, and then we will need to build stairs there as well. So we can get power here. Eventually we can close this dam and actually build levees there, or actually move levees down. So this kind of fills up, which would be nice. How are we doing up here? Our power is coming along. We definitely need more metals. Metal production is satiated, actually, so you guys have nothing really to do. Let's go ahead and just build more storage. This is going to be scrap. This will be scrap. Prioritize these to high just because they're cheap. And then we can build another layer if we need to. How much are you producing? 260? How much do you require? 150 and 200. So we don't really have enough. What we'll need to do is get another power wheel. Ooh, that could actually be good. Like that, and then just get straight power from there to there. And then what we will need is to prioritize that. And then they can come and prioritize the rest of that. That should add more power to the system. Enough to power at least these. How much power do these require? 100! Jeez. Beaver injured. That should be okay. Next thing I do want to unlock. Definitely we want to start unlocking this. Question is, where do we want it? I definitely want one up here. Yeah, that sounds good. And we just need to super low prioritize it. And then I do want two-way, definitely one up here. And then we can set one there. And then we will put one there. Okay, so I need, I think, at least a solid tube-way so we can build up to these things. Something like that. And then we will need platforms like this. Oop, don't have enough for that. Want to kind of use that to connect the rest of them, just because they don't need to build on top of each other. Should have that shortly. In the interim, we can do this. Really, another Badtide? Of course. We also need to mark these resources for destruction. Super high prioritize that. Tube-way construction. We will go ahead and unlock you now. And so now we should be able to do something like that. So those would actually be connected, which is excellent. That I'll kind of want to come down. Pop one of these guys over. Definitely build something like this. Platform there and this top. Okay, so those are connected. Check. And then we just need to get all the way over to this one. We could also build another tube-way over here and just have that routed that way. That could work. We will need something like that. And the question is, I can't build over the mangroves. That is a problem. I was thinking of building kind of a scaffolding bridge up throughout here. getting into this other side, perhaps, but that might not be possible. We'll have to see on that one. Beaver contamination is still going up. Are you almost done? Yes, you are. And then we have to. Oh, hold on. We got 10 beavers. Did not realize we had all these beavers without jobs. That's fine. You we can up. You we can up. That gets me down to 1. That is okay. Get all those jobs being done. We also probably want to build an additional smelter, which will require metals. Something like you. Alright, so out to there. Something like that. Metals, smelter, there. Okay. And this all has to be connected somehow. Oive. Don't know why we keep saying the Oives. my wife pointed it out to me the other day. She's like, why do you keep saying this? Alright, definitely the power is waning a little bit. Don't know why. These guys are spinning crazy. Alright, there we go. There's the oomph. The number cruncher does require a lot. Really does. Oh, this is finally online though. So if I do that, someone will go in there. And then we can start making explosives. And if I come over to landscaping, I can at least unlock normal dynamite. And the Badtide is here, which stinks. But we could do something like that, which would be good. And then we could... When the Badtide is over, it is a 3-day Badtide. We really, really need the 2,000, because what do I need for that tunnel? Tunnel is going to be... I need extract, so I do need the centrifuge up. But at least we're going to start making explosives, which is excellent. Tubeway is going to come online. That will hopefully connect everything and bypass this, so it's a bit quicker for the beavers. We also put one near the home just so that they it's a little bit easier for them. But what I do want to do is go here. I do want to do something like this. Actually, no. We'll do it that way. Right, for destruction, a little bit of this. I could have technically kind of built this underground. Maybe we do that? I don't know. Is that better? We really haven't laid it in yet. No, 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 do not. No. Do all that. So for this, yeah, I'm liking the Alright, so this is what we're gonna do. We need to get landscaping, dynamite here, and then we will prioritize these guys. That is fine, and then we will do the same over here. Well, bollocks on that. Landscaping, get more dynamite, like that. And then we will high prioritize these as well. And for the interim, we can add this in here. It is not the end of the world. And there's technically an alternate path there, so that should be okay. They are going to put the dynamite in, and then I can blow that up, and we should be all right. Like so. And then I can go to landscaping. Something like this. And put the path back on top. So we could actually build this entire thing underground if we wanted to. Which we might, you know what, I'm kind of liking that idea. So what we need to do is as follows. Dynamite here to there. We actually need a double dynamite there, and then we will dynamite here. I don't know how much that's going to be, how crazy that'll be, but it'll be nuts. All right, pause, detonate these guys, go back to pathing. High prioritize that one so that we can actually connect that back up. And also high prioritize that one. And you guys just need one metal block and planks, which we should have. We have a metal block. Now, at least we're using the dynamite. This needs to be built, though. We do need more of that online. Alright, well, for that notion, we do need these guys online. Alright, water is going to return. Wood is okay for now. We could actually start mining this wood if need be, but we really just need the science to get the tunnels. And we will also need sluices. So if I go to landscaping sluice, unlock, do that, then go to priorities, do that, build stairs down to here, and we can actually get our path set up like that. Okay, so the goal is now, still 5 injured beavers? Oh my gosh. There's too many things that I'm prioritizing. Everything is max priority. Because of course it is. I'm actually going to add some well-being, get some more medical beds over here and here. Again, super high prioritize everything. Hold on, what? I'm out of food again? Oh my gosh, really? Play that. How am I out of... I guess everything just died. That is really bad again. Yeah, all this died due to drying out. That number cruncher is critical to success. I'm just going to pause all this right now so we try to get some berries into the system. We're getting slowly some berries, but we need a more sustainable food source. Oh, you need to actually be connected like that. You are not top priority right now. Don't really care about you. We're probably going to lose some beavers. That'd be a bet. Didn't realize how much this is actually needed. Yeah. We're down to -2 because everyone's starving. And there's injuries. What's in here? We got soybeans. Oh, you turn on immediately. You turn on immediately. That's corn. We can do corn instead of that. So come over here. I don't have corn. That's the food factory. So hopefully you start making... I need canola oil? Crap. So just do that. How much do I have of that? I just have soybeans. I don't have... I have canola seeds. I just don't have a press. Yep, food's a crisis. Food's a crisis. These will take a while. These will grow in a couple days. If they can survive just a few days, we should be okay. And how are these doing up here? What are these doing? These are corn. There's eggplant as well, so I am getting stuff in there, just it's not great. It really isn't good. We're running out of berries. Oh, we got some berries there. That's helpful. What about over here? These guys will take a long time before you guys get berries. Oh, that one's almost ready for berries. That's good. Okay, well, if we start to get other things online... Oh, I need treated planks for coffee? Crap. Didn't realize that. That's a wood thing. I would need this, and I need sap. That is not coming anytime soon. So what we're actually going to do is go ahead and destroy you. Let's actually do that. Okay, so we need a building to put in there. What do we want? What are we hurting on? Planks I'm fine with for now, so I think I'll just throw in another gear workshop, and we will prioritize that. Okay. Food crisis should... Hopefully, once these come to life, hopefully we're okay. Oh, the bad waters, man, they're killing us. We really need to build this, though. I'm almost tempted to work on that. Centrifuging, not so much. Let's look at our priorities. Can we even get over here? Too far from district center. You know what we'll do? We'll just build a path. Like you. And then we just need to do single. Like that. Alright, so let's change our priority. And let's actually get that online, that like that. Right, so those are lower. Alright, food is finally... I can actually help you to do kohlrabi's just so we're getting more food for everybody. Hopefully. And how are you coming? Nowhere. Don't actually need that one, I just need that. And same with this one over here. We want to actually try not to use, because if you look here, it requires more planks. Don't need all the planks. But we do want to try to maximize our goodness when we can. Okay, is the food crisis going away? Because we are prioritizing grabbing all of these for now. Yeah, the diverter valve, more than required now. So if I go over here to landscaping tunnels, and I want priority, max priority on that. Max priority on all of that. So hopefully they build all of that ASAP. That should be the biggest priority in the entire friggin' world, besides food. And then we do need to check the power network. Just to make sure we are golden. Okay, so food is still an issue. Should be coming back though, especially if we start saying cassavas, because now everyone's getting cassavas. And they should go to all the different fermenters. And then that should give us more food. Hopefully. Okay. Things seem to be okay. Second food crisis might have been averted. This just needs to be built. So someone needs to whack that with a hammer, and then we can start building everything else. Why is no one coming over there to build, though? And that is bad that it wipes out my my trees. Because this is a long time to regrow. Same with all that. And you're replanting everything, so yes. Building this diverter valve will save the town. Hopefully. Question is, why aren't they coming over? Cassavas. Oh, the haulers? There's no... Oh, beavers are dying due to hunger. That's a problem. So we are having a mass casualty thing going on. At least I have one hauler. We have food, mind you. Alright, well, since we have all that going on, we're just going to pause, pause, pause. And I do need you online. What do these require again? Planks and metal blocks, so I don't need gears for now. Just trying to downsize. Still need metal blocks though. Oh man, so many beavers are dying of hunger. We have food, just eat it. Alright, we are still pumping water, which is good. That is okay. We could actually pause you probably. I think our water supply is all right. This map is a lot harder than I remember. Nothing on the berries either. You super high prioritize that, which means I need to get rid of someone somewhere doing something. You're important for wood production. You guys up here, you guys are paused. You pause. You don't need to be on. Do we get someone over here? Yes, we did. So we are getting some berries now. Alright, how is my hunger situation? Let's pause, find a beaver. Okay, it's not that bad. It's coming back. But oh my gosh, this is rough. We're gonna have to realign our beaverness as well. Don't think... Alright, so let's just pause these for now. I think that gives me more jobs elsewhere. Are you running yet? No, you're not. What do you require for mushrooms? Just mushrooms. Okay, well, if we're going to do that, food production, hydroponic farm. we could actually build this. We have 54 gears as well. So what I kind of want to do... Let's do that. I don't know how I'm getting up to that next level. You know what? We're just going to do the one for now. I do want to get up to that level. Oh, we were doing so well with all the beavers. Alright, well-being is starting to come back. Okay, less people are starting to starve. Do I have berries as well? Still no on the berries. Can I tell you to prioritize blueberries? So you plant all the blueberries first, because we do need blueberries in order to sustain our population. Alright, and then that is built, so that crossing is done. That is built, so that crossing's done. Don't know what I'm going to do about this either. Alright, this seems to be exhausted, so we're going to pause you again. Are we still producing metals is the question. I have 3 metals, but I just need someone... A drought is approaching. Drought? Not bad. I can handle droughts. Having this many bad tides, though, I cannot handle. Dear God, people. We can actually pump throughout the entire drought, too. I am not concerned about a drought. Seems that food is finally starting to come back. Alright, you have 1. You, I need someone in. Where are all my jobs? Where are they? I only have 19 beavers. 18 vacancies as well. Pause all that. Pause you, pause you. What's up here? Don't need that one on. This should be sufficient for us. Okay, that's where some of them are. So we'll do that. That should get someone. Still no one in there. That is a problem. Oh, I do have a bunch of these as well. Okay, so we are getting berries. Can't believe we went through all that crap. I almost want to get rid of those and just put more berries in. Alright, building select workers. Yeah, that's fine. I don't care about those workers right now. Although I want a builder. No, we're just gonna pause the hauling post. And then up you to at least 1. There we go. And so this, if I check this, not that, close above contamination. Alright, so hopefully they start building that to get over there. We need to replant all these berries. Which, they're working on it. It's just going to take a long time to get berries back. And we need the berries for these guys. Luckily, it's not that many berries. Hopefully, we can start getting another stockpile. Food is... We're up to 17 food. But that was really bad. Our bad tides are really hitting us hard. So this diverter valve will be key. That is our goal for next time. Get this diverter valve set up ASAP. We should have the planks. I need extract. That is okay. We can get extract. We need to finish the dam first, which we should have all the materials for. And then this should flow cleanly, and we can actually see the processing rate as well to see how wide this needs to be. I'm thinking 3 is good enough. The drought, again, though, it should not hurt us whatsoever because we have a giant dam of water. It won't kill the plants either, so I am not concerned. It is a 7-day drought. That could be bad. I'm still going to pause these for now. We will continue to at least pump out of there. And, oh, I forgot about these. I don't actually need these anymore. Get rid of those. We'll build something there. Actually, we could just... we could not interrupt our little path there. And we could just do some landscaping and do that. And then just remove those. Well, not all of those. Still need those. Okay. So, a little bit of a crazy episode. We're not producing science right now. That is okay. I don't need to produce science right now. What I need to do is I need to get things up and running. So we can... Oh, that's where all my jobs were. Don't need any of these jobs online right now. We just need kohlrabies for food is the idea. And then what we can also do, builder's hut. We have 3 beavers. We're going to do all the builders. Hopefully during the drought, we can actually get this working. We do have plenty of logs for that. The issue is whether or not we have enough metal planks. I don't think we do because each of them requires 5. Metal blocks. We do have plenty of planks though, is the thing. So that is 1, and obviously that takes 5, but we'll see. 4 should be 1, 2, 3. There's 4 there, and hopefully 4 there. They will do as much as they can. But during this 7-day drought, hopefully we can survive on kohlrabies alone, and we will need to just make sure that we can. This is insane. What does this require? Metal blocks once again. So we need beavers for overall production is our big issue right now. This ramped up pretty heavily. So episode 3, we're already having mass beaver deaths, which is really bad. This is just low priority. I would like that to be online, but I don't care about that right now. These 2 things being online, I might prioritize this when we get power eventually, and this does not need to be well, it can if we are still working this, which I think we are. We're getting beavers in there. That's good. So you guys are getting more and more food, and we have kohlrabies. So I'm actually going to tell you guys to prioritize those kohlrabies because I want that food up and running first. Mangrove fruit still. Corn. Soybeans. You know what? What do we want? First off, pathing. I think what we want to do is remove you, and then we can actually add another storage there, but that's besides the point. All right, so next time, obviously try to sustain ourselves. Build the diverter valve over here. That is the primary goal. Next time, we are out of metal blocks, hence our dilemma right now. So we can't actually complete this until we have power, which is not good at all. We do have plenty of stuff up here, and then hopefully once that is satiated or sustained for keeping all of this green and happy, we will then be able to nip the food crisis in the butt. We will expand our power network with this power over here. That should upgrade this. We will move up to here. I could actually get a tube network over to here, build more production, get power funneled up here so we can get... There's different food sources up here. There's the food factory that we want, as well as the coffee brewery. We will need to get some pine online somewhere as well, so we can start getting sap. That is okay. And the oil press is needed in order to get more things as well. This is actually... Oh, it is very, very small. I did not realize that. But yeah. This is something that we will need to get done, but again, lots of resources are required. I need my production back online, and right now we are hurting. So, but thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will catch you guys next time. Dr. Munchkin, signing out.